Cheers, everybody. Welcome to, well, what I thought would have been a normal beer review. When I bought this beer, a few weeks ago, I thought, it looks an interesting beer. It's going to be a great beer to review. But circumstances have really changed for this brewery um, since, and they are shutting. I think by the time you see this video, they will already be shut. And it's not an unusual thing now, is it? When you see small breweries shutting across the country, there's been a swathe of them over the past few months. I've never known anything like it, to be honest. And, I don't think, I don't know the ins and outs of these closures, really. I think every brewery will have its own reasons why they are shutting. So this is a sad one because I think this will definitely be, unless I do get hold of some more, which I very, 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 very much doubt. This is the last beer from this little brewery, which I have championed for a while on this channel. So we're off to Crankshaft Brewery in Leyland, and I'll just show you on my tablet. I shall read it out for you. There are. That's a statement which was released before Christmas regarding them. It was about, I think it was about a week after I actually bought this beer to review. I shall read it to you. It says, taking into account the current business outlook, plus cost increases in the cost of raw materials, power and rents, which is happening throughout. It's happening throughout. We have made the decision to close Crankshaft Brewery and the brewery tap as of the 31st December 2022, as we feel that the business will no longer be viable after this point. This has been a very difficult decision to make, but we are very proud of our brewery, and the friends and the relationships we have made would much rather close the business now and look back with fondness rather than wait until we're in a position where we are unable to carry on and all that entails. So, for them, it must be heartbreaking for them because it's like having a very lovable pet, and you know, and this lovable pet, you've loved all its life, has suddenly been diagnosed with something, and you're looking into the future and you're thinking that the only humane thing you can do is to put it down, and that is basically what it's coming across regarding this brewery. They've put a lot of effort in this, and it's you know they're thinking, well, inevitably they're looking at numbers and thinking, oh damn, we're gonna end up having to put this one to sleep. Like, it says, like plenty of other small businesses, they rely on us. Blah blah blah. Let's go back. Blah blah blah. And we on with, like plenty of other small businesses, they rely on us to make payment to them, as we rely on them to pay us. The current cost of living crisis, plus the outrageous increases of cost of power, with no indication from the government as to how the brewing sector is to cope from the removal of the business price cap in April, plus the changes to alcohol duties to take place shortly that have not been yet communicated, makes it impossible for us to plan and make the business viable. This is a business that has been doing well, growing and making a profit. This has changed dramatically with the increase in the cost of utilities and raw materials, and shows no sign of easing. So part of the blame is obviously on the government for leaving a lot of the businesses, small businesses, not just breweries, um, you know, undecided or in limbo even. The brewing sector to cope with the removal of the business price cap, in April. Will there be an influx of breweries going to the wall in April? Who knows? Then we've got, obviously, Um, the British Bioscope alcohol duties, the changes to alcohol duties. So they sign off saying to all our tap customers, local breweries and pubs, bottle shops, and other retailers, plus other establishments further afield, thank you so much for your support. It means the world. All the best, Hayden and Angela Williams. Sad times indeed. Sad times indeed. So, you know, it's pretty depressing to read, to be honest. To see all these, wonderful breweries doing great beer, and they're struggling. They're struggling. So the beer we're going to review is the Côté Reiver 4% blonde from the Crankshaft Brewery. There you go. And I've always liked the labels. They're from Leyland, so why not? Use the history of Leyland. Inspired by holidays on the French Riviera, using French hops, Barbe Rouge gives its blonde ale delicate floral and fruit hints of summer. Reiver trucks delivered goods all over the world, from the English Riviera to the French. That's one of them trucks. I do remember them when I was a kid. The beer is bottle conditioned, may contain some sediment, and pour slowly. It's got hop France on it as well. So let's crack it open. I'm looking at that. Is that the Eiffel Tower or Blackpool Tower? Anyway, let's crack it open. Oh, it's gone over. Even the beer's had enough. The beer's had enough. The beer's had enough. Time to pause it. Even the beer's upset with it all. I think we all are. Right, let's just pour it out. Just had to mop that up. What doesn't help with me shaking it about, most probably. You know what I'm like, shaking it about. So I think we're going to let that settle down for a minute. Pause it again, let it settle down. Right, just poured her out, and as you can see, there is a load of sediment. Look at all that sediment in there. So as you can see, it's blonde, gold collar, and a absolute ton of yeast in there. A ton of it. Look at it. Look at all that. I think that's the most I've seen yet of yeast in a pint of beer. Let's get the aroma. Yeah. Slight lemon note and a slight cracker wheat note as well there behind it. It smells pretty decent. So I'm going to make a toast to Crankshaft Brewery. All the best to Hayden and Angela for future endeavours. And I would love to see you brewing beer again soon. Cheers, guys. Very bitter on the front end. We have got hints of lemon. There is definitely a cracker wheat type of character towards the back end. The mouthfeel, for me, is very busy. Lots of carbonation, buzzing about, and hit the floral there as well. And the taste, only a hint. It's more lemon and cracker wheat for me. Yeah, it's nice. It's 4%. It's a little bit too gassy for me. I think I couldn't drink too many of them because I'll be burping and all the time in it, all the time on it. But I have to say, it's a lovely, simple, traditional beer. The more I'm drinking it, the more I'm starting to warm to it. Carbonation settled down. It's smoothed out in the mouth. like I say, floral, lemon, hint of cracker wheat on the back end. A little bit of sharp bitterness. It's all right. Yeah, it's all right. So yeah, I would recommend this. Côté Reiver. Côté Reiver. Whether or not you can get it when this goes up is beyond me. But sad times indeed. Sad times indeed. Get a thumbs up this beer. Crankshaft Brewery. Côté Reiver. Get it if you can. It's nice traditional stuff. Thank you very much for watching this beer review. First one of the year, and it's on a sad note. So cheers everyone. Beep beep.